All right. Thank you so much for joining us. Me. I'm so sorry. I just got off of Facebook Live and
Do you want to start or grow a YouTube channel this year?
Okay, hold on, yes, y'all. I'll invite you to join me. Okay. So, y'all know me. I had to put on something relaxing. So I put on some relaxing royalty-free music. Thank y'all for joining me. This is amazing time and space. So today I'm doing this live and I'm talking about the frequency of abundance. And so I want to really dive into that. I'm going to give you a definition of frequency. I've been talking about that for a minute. But hold on, let me give you a definition of frequency. Okay. So the definition of frequency is the rate at which something occurs or is repeated over a particular period of time or in a given sample, or the rate at which a vibration, which is what we're talking about, occurs that constitutes a wave either in a material, as in sound wave, or in an electromagnetic field, as in radio waves and light, usually measured per second. So frequency, when I talk about the frequency of abundance, it is that place in the area in the stage where you can feel and know that abundance is all around you. It's all around you. And so once you get into that frequency, you start really understanding and knowing, why is my light like that? Hold on, y'all. Because I have like all kinds of natural daylight outside, but I was looking so dark. Okay. So when you get in that frequency of abundance and you really start to feel it, and so I'm going to go and reference Neville Goddard. So Neville Goddard says feeling is the secret. And I know I talk about that all the time, but the reason why is because I want y'all to hear it and get it. I want y'all to hear me. That's what I want. I want y'all to hear me. And I want y'all to get that the feeling really is the secret. So when you start to really feel, when you start to really know, and when you start to really get into the space where um, you know that you have everything that you desire. And it's not even about having what you need. It's about having what you desire. That is really what the space is. It's like you start to really get into the space and say, hey, oh, thank you, Dr. Marnie. Thank you for joining. And so when you start to really get into this space of understanding, that abundance is yours. Like you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to be concerned, and it's funny because it's like everything that's going on around you. So like I have decided this is the intention that I set is to get into this frequency of abundance. And the more that I learn about it, the more that it just feels so expansive. Like it feels like, oh my God, I have it and I don't have to worry about it. Because for me, the most important thing is my most important ideal is freedom. Like I have to have freedom and I need to be free in every aspect of my life. And so for me, being free is abundant. That is abundant. Being free to not work or work, being free to choose what I want to do, who I want to be, who I am, being free to choose to go somewhere or not, stay home or go, being free. It's the highest ideal that I have. I don't know about other people, but for me, that is the highest thing. And when I think about it, I think is ancestral. A part of it is ancestral because I feel like my ancestors, so many parts of them weren't free. And so for me, I have to have it. It is a non-negotiable for me. And I feel like, when I was in my first situation with my starter husband, that was a time when I wasn't free. And so now it's like I am not going to settle for anything else. I have to be free. It's no ifs, ands, or buts. There are no games. I have to be free. And that is my highest ideal. So abundance to me would be freedom. It would be freedom, free to do what I want to do. Like I want to come and visit Dr. Marnie in the Virgin Islands. I want to be free and I need abundance to be able to do that so that I'm not being concerned or worried. A lot of times what it is even when you have a lot of money, when people have a lot of money, they still have these limiting beliefs that are there that are blocking that money frequency or blocking that abundance frequency. Because when you have those limiting beliefs that are telling you all kinds of stuff that's craziness, that don't even make good sense, telling you that, money don't grow on trees and, you can't have it. No, you can have anything that you desire. She says, cracks her up when I say starter husband. Well, that's what he was. He was a starter. He was a starter husband. Now I have a professional one, however it works for you. So to me, it just makes so much sense when you can get in that space and you just know, like you just feel it, and you don't, and it's like a shift, because for me, I thought I was free and I thought that was a thing. But when I actually really got free and when freedom had to come for me, because it has to come, especially when you know that you are not, that what you're doing is not serving you, when you know that you are living in stress and living in lack and all of these things, that is not serving you, then it's time to make those shifts. It's time to get into this frequency and begin to embody it, because that is the space that I had to get into. I started just embodying it. Now, am I at, a place where I want to, like, am I in my new house yet? No, I'm not. I'm not in my new house yet. However, I know that it is here for me. I sleep in it every night. Okay. And so that feeling is the secret for me. So like I feel it so strongly. So I know that it's here. And I know that when I look up after I have gone inside, because that's the space that you want to do in order to get into this frequency of abundance. You want to go inside. You want to go inside and speak to the God that lives inside of you. Speak to your creator inside of you. Speak to them and allow them to speak to you. So prayer is talking to God. Well, meditation is God talking to you. So begin to integrate prayer and meditation into your life in order to help yourself to get in that frequency of abundance. So you want to get into that frequency, because I'm telling you, once you start getting there, and the thing of it is to me, it's like a journey, like I have decided that that's where I'm going to be, but do I always stay in that space? No. Sometimes I get out. However, I'm shifting all of that so that it can be a place that I stay, that I live in. Who's joining me? Who is joining me? Come and join me, and let's go in this space of the frequency of abundance, and let's live there. Let's always be there. Let's always know, regardless of what your bank account looks like, regardless of whether you have $1 in your pocketbook, regardless of whether you have anything, anywhere around. Now, for me, because of the limiting beliefs that I have money all around my house. Like anytime I find change, I have probably three or four change boxes. Like I have a change box, and then I have a change container, like it was an old coffee container that we put change in. So I have change all around my house, and that is because I just believe that I have always have to save for a rainy day. But here's the thing: if you're saving for a rainy day, you're gonna have a rainy day. So what I do is I just expect that I'm not gonna have a rainy day, although I have rainy days all the time because I live in the Pacific Northwest. And we have rain today. It's beautiful, sunshiny day. So, I have to take that and run with it. I need to go outside and ground. But definitely take that time. Definitely see, how things will line up for you when you start to get into this frequency, when you start embodying it, because that really is what you want to do. You want to embody it. So when you embody something, you put it inside of you, or you get inside of it. And either way it'll work, but you want it to be inside of you so that you know that you are abundant. You know that you don't have to worry. You know that you always going to have a house. You know that you always going to have food. You know that all your basic needs are going to be met. And so once you start embodying that, then you start rising up and beginning to go and meet the other needs that you have. Because abundance is not just money, y'all. Abundance is everything. Abundance is spiritually. Abundance is emotionally. Abundance is mentally. All of those things, so that you know who you are. To me, abundance is knowing who you are. So once you get in that frequency and you say, yes, this is who I am, and this is what's going on, so that all those things that are on the outside of you, they don't mean nothing. They mean nothing. It is a nothing. It means nothing. 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 So I'm going to pull a card really quick for the collective, and then I'm going to go because I actually do have to catch a flight. So I'm going to go because I need to eat something because I'm breaking my fast because I have been fasting for probably about the last month or so. You are on the right path is what came. You're on the right path. So wherever you are is the right path for you. So you're on the right path. So no need to be going in different directions and trying to see what's over here and looking at the squirrel and all. No, you're on the right path. Continue, keep going, keep moving. So keep moving and get yourself to that space and that frequency of abundance so that you can stop worrying so much. Because I'm telling you, once you start really diving into that frequency of abundance, and I've started studying it, and I've been really diving into it and sitting with my spiritual team, with my ancestors, my grandmother especially, but I've been diving in and studying these things. And I'm telling you, shift is here. Shift is here for our lives. So thank you so much for joining me. I will probably pop on at some point in the day tomorrow, but I will. If not, I will see you on another day because I am out of town for the weekend, but I will be back on Monday definitely, and definitely for my live broadcast on Monday. So make sure that you are liking, that you are sharing, and that you are following. And I really appreciate all of you. Thank you, Dr. Marnie. I haven't forgotten you, and we are still working. I have, I think, 2 more people that are doing this book. So I'm looking for probably 3 more people to help us, and then we're going to go ahead and do it. All right. So that is something that I'm doing as well. If you are a writer or an aspiring writer and you want to get your stuff out there and you want to come and write about your grandmother, share about their legacies, because grandmothers are important. They're amazing. I didn't think so until I was one. So come and share a story, because I know there are so many uplifting stories, and that is what we are trying to do in this world. My mission on this planet is to help this world heal. So that is a part of that, and I am so excited about it. So if you know anybody that wants to write, send them my way. Send them my way. Know anybody that has an amazing grandmother that they want to write a story about, send them my way. So again, thank you so much for joining. I hope your day is magical and your weekend is beautiful and that the sun is shining wherever you are in your life. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and make sure that you like, share, and subscribe, and that you follow me on TikTok at Intuitive Tammi, because I go there and do live readings, healings, and prayers. Daily, we're doing that, except for this weekend. So I'll be back on there on Monday. So again, thank you for joining. Love y'all, and bye now.